This is the vacuum poop of teammates. Pour some water in the soil, and stir. He is going to grow potatoes on Mars. Because when Mars is on mission, accidentally left by teammates on Mars, food is only enough to support 400 days. And the next Mars exploration is 4 years later. That's his only chance to return to Earth. So he built this potato shed in the space capsule. But growing potatoes requires a lot of water. Fortunately, there is a well-positioned fuel connection in the base. Hydrogen produced by burning hydrazine. You can get a lot of water. It's a pity that he is just a botanist. After repeated calculations and experiments, water drops finally appeared on the inner wall of the greenhouse. Potatoes sprouted on day 54. Mark finally has hope to return to distant Earth. The food problem has been solved. Now the focus is on how to connect with the Earth. The teammates must think they are dead. And right now on Earth, NASA is holding a funeral for Mark. Day 79, Mark harvested the first Martian potatoes. Most of the food is eaten, the rest is used as seeds. Looking at the computer, Mark suddenly remembered 1997. NASA will send a Pathfinder to Mars. There should be a communication device on it. G immediately rides the industry rover. Head towards the location of the Pathfinder. And his movement on Mars this time. His movement on the secondary planet. Transmitted to the Earth via satellite images. The attendant saw the rover continue to move. Assuming that Mark is not dead, the person in charge moves through the direction of Mark. Saw his intention. Immediately come to the Earth terminal of Pathfinder. Trying to establish contact with Mark. Here Mark also successfully found the Pathfinder. And pulled back to the base. After continuous maintenance and debugging, Mark finally got in touch with the ground. But this product is from 1997. Can only return still images. Communication delay up to 32 minutes. Under the guidance of computer experts, successfully infiltrated Pathfinder's communication system. Real-time communication is established by rewriting the program. NASA decided to send Mark some food supplies. Let him hold on to the next Mars exploration mission. And can go back to Earth. It takes 868 days for supplies to arrive. Enough food for the next 912 days. And get ready to go back to Earth. But the following changes made all hopes shattered. This day, due to the aging of the shed, momentary loss of pressure in the shed, the whole potato greenhouse exploded. Mark can only hope that food supply on the ground. On Earth at this time, the rocket full of food has lifted off. But due to the large amount of compression test time, the rocket exploded before flying far. Food supply cannot be delivered in time. Mark must die, no doubt. At this time, China can also read the trajectory of movement. China Aerospace Administration decided to abandon the Helio-God program. Let the ready-made rockets deliver supplies for Mark. Complete the Mars exploration mission with them. But even so, Mark's existing physical objects are all difficult to adhere to. Delivery of this space takeaway. At this point, a physics genius proposed a method. Let the spaceship where Mark's teammate is. Cancel the return to Earth plan. Revolve around the Earth in an accelerating motion. Take the space takeaway by the way. Finally, use a gravitational slingshot effect that don't understand. Flight to Mars. So you can get there faster. Mark reuse the launcher on Mars. Fly to space, and connect with teammates. Go to space to connect with teammates. The plan is perfect. But it increases the risk of other players. NASA did not accept. But when Mark's teammates learned of the plan, without the slightest hesitation, immediately modified the flight route privately. Because they want to rescue their comrades in arms. China's rocket lifted off smoothly. Teammates also received this space takeaway. But by calculation, said that the launcher of the movie, Mark could not reach the predetermined height. Mark has to minimize the weight of the spaceship. Surprised Mark a little. He intends to tear down the spaceship launcher. Mark converted the top of his head with a piece of thatch. He is going to sit on this as a canopy spacecraft. Ascended into space. The teammate's spacecraft is about to reach the confluence height. Here Mark also lifted off smoothly. And the lighter launcher is amazingly fast. 12G acceleration makes him faint. At this time, the NASA members on the Earth are extremely anxious. For the ground, it was 12 minutes ago. And the entire docking process takes only 12 minutes. Both parties successfully reach the predetermined height. But speed fly now too high. This speed can't achieve docking at all. But the captain immediately figured out a solution. She decided to blow up an airlock. Use the thrust of the explosion to slow down. With the huge shock wave, they fell the relative speed. The captain came to the cabin to catch. But the length of the cable is limited. There is still a distance between them. Mark, who woke up at this moment, made an amazing move. He poked a hole in the glove of the sailing suit. Used the leak gas as a propeller. Flight through the void in the vast universe. He has overcome many difficulties. A person on March 400 million kilometers away. After living alone for 549 days. Finally rescued.